The hidden cost of looking successful. Modern culture has made looking successful more important than becoming financially free. Luxury apartments, new cars, designer brands, expensive vacations, perfect social media lifestyles. From the outside, it looks like success. But behind many of those lifestyles is stress, debt, pressure, and a growing dependence on income just to maintain the image. Because the hidden cost of looking successful is often the loss of real freedom. Minimalist wealth. Minimalize your way to financial freedom. For most of history, wealth was relatively private. But social media changed that. Today, success is constantly displayed. People don't just experience their lives anymore. They present them. Cars become status symbols. Vacations become content. Restaurants become social proof. And over time, many people begin spending money not to improve their lives, but to improve how their lives appear to others.
Because modern culture quietly rewards visible success, not invisible stability. The problem is, appearance is expensive, and maintaining the image of success often requires constant spending, constant upgrading, constant comparison. So many people end up building lifestyles designed to impress others, instead of lifestyles designed to create peace. One of the most dangerous parts about status-driven living is that it never truly ends. There is always a better car, a nicer apartment, a more luxurious vacation, a more successful person online. And because comparison never stops, financial pressure never fully disappears either. People begin attaching their identity to their lifestyle. Downgrading starts to feel embarrassing. Spending becomes emotional. In the end, the chase for status can become a cycle, one that quietly erodes peace in the search for approval. The true challenge is choosing stability over image and finding comfort in enough, rather than forever reaching for more.
And eventually, many people feel trapped maintaining lives they can no longer comfortably afford. Not because they're irresponsible, but because modern culture constantly encourages people to measure their worth through appearance. The result is a cycle of pressure that quietly drains both financial and emotional energy. The cost of looking successful is rarely just financial. It also affects stress levels, mental health, relationships, and freedom. Because expensive lifestyles create dependency. People stay in jobs they hate because the payments are too high. They delay risks they actually want to take. They sacrifice time, flexibility, and peace of mind just to maintain external appearances.
And ironically, many people who appear wealthy on the outside feel deeply anxious underneath it all. Because real security does not come from appearances. It comes from stability, low financial pressure, and knowing your lifestyle does not completely depend on constant income performance. Real success often looks much quieter than social media would suggest. It's not always visible. Sometimes real wealth looks like low debt, controlled spending, consistent investing, and the freedom to say no. Real success is flexibility, time ownership, peace of mind, the ability to live without constantly proving something to other people.
And that kind of freedom usually comes from learning a difficult truth. Most people are far less impressed by your lifestyle than you think, which means sacrificing long-term freedom to maintain appearances is often a losing trade. Because the goal should never be to look rich. The goal is to build a life that actually feels free. The hidden cost of looking successful is often financial dependence disguised as achievement. Because appearances can be financed, but freedom cannot. Real wealth is built quietly, slowly, and often invisibly.
If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Minimalist Wealth for more content on simple living, wealth psychology, and long-term financial freedom. And remember, minimalize your way to financial freedom.